So Malan, I know that you were very instrumental prior to 9/11 with Interfaith, but tell me, how did you meet up with Rabbi David and getting involved with bringing Jam about after 9/11 now?
You know, this is interesting. I know we got 15 minutes to talk about it, but would you believe sometimes this is something we probably need hours to get in back. Before I tell you how I met him, I got to share a little joke with him to tell you how far back the relationship of Jews and Muslims here were, the ignorance that existed. Myself and him, yeah, we were at an event in BCC College, right? That is after JAM was founded.
Okay.
But I have to share that because as you asked me that question, I was smiling. And we were sitting next to each other. It was time for Maghrib prayer. And there was no way I could have gone, you're talking 20 years ago in BCC College, yeah? 9/11 just happened. I couldn't get out in the public and go and pray because it was crazy. When 9/11 happened, I went to a synagogue to pray, to give a lecture. And there was an interfaith service, and one of the victims' brother-in-law was there.
Oh my.
And he did not want a Muslim to come there, and the rabbi begged him to come. And after speaking, he came and he apologized and met me and said, I realize you're a Muslim, you have nothing to do with that. It's just that I hate all Muslims. So my life was at a very serious stake at that time. But anyhow, David. So we were sitting at this place. It was Maghrib time now. The program started about an hour before Maghrib, interfaith program at BCC College. So I couldn't go publicly and pray out in the parking lot or something because of the situation of 9/11 Muslims in America. So I sat right there and I was praying. And he's sitting on the side, but he doesn't know I'm praying. I don't know, so I am praying. So I went down. And I went down. He tapped me on the back. Are you all right? Are you all right? I'm like, all right. I broke the prayer. I spoke to him. I said, yeah, I'm all right. So again now, because we didn't know each other too much. We were just, remember, we just started JAM. We were together, and I didn't want to tell him, well, I'm going to pray and create a whole big scene. I started to pray again. For the second time, he tapped me, sure you all right? Because he saw me going down. He wanted to know if I'm fainting or something. But that's how much there was need for togetherness, coming together to know one another. Because I didn't think it was the right time to just go and say, okay, let's hold this program and let's pray. So I did my prayer as I supposed to, right? Now, JAM and all has reached a stage where you fit your prayer into the program.
Yes.
Halal is in the program.
Yes.
You know, kosher is in the program. Whereas once upon a time as Muslims, you couldn't ask for that kind of facility. Facility because it was so technical. So David, he just gave me a call after 9/11. This was just a few days or a few weeks. I really don't remember. And he gave me a call and he said, listen, Sheikh, we need to meet and we need to talk. And that's how I went and met him. I remember he was big in some communications business, very big international, national. And he was somewhere off in Hollywood there.
Yes.
He had his office and I went and I met him, and once or twice we met. And then we had a couple of meetings and he invited a couple of people of the community. And that's how myself and him got involved. And I became the co-founder with him as we got involved. I don't want to jump the questions you're going to ask me.
No, but you're good.
But that's how we came together, and I got very involved in it and became the co-founder of this whole name, JAM and all. I remember it took us months to come up with a name. That was fun to come up with a name.
How did that happen? Because of, you had to develop a certain amount of trust for David Kamrat and know who he is, and then to form an organization that's going to last 20 years. So there was a lot of brainstorming there, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. You mentioned Kathy Leonard a little while ago.
Yes.
I remember we used to have meetings at Kathy Leonard's home all the way in Boca Raton.
Yes.
And we used to have meetings in David Kamrat's office. We used to have meetings in Darul Uloom. And most of the events in the early days, because he was right here down in Hollywood, we would have these programs and functions and events in Darul Uloom. and have these congregational activities as Jam was getting off and getting there.
And do you feel that the interfaith work and the creation of Jam and all changed your life and your vision?
Well, definitely. I mean, it was really, really, really interesting for David to agree for Jews and Muslims to come together. Actually, it was only Jews and Muslims. The name was Jam, Jews and Muslims.
Okay.
It is because of the heavily involvement of other people from the interfaith community that the idea came to change the name or to add to it all. It was really set up only to be Jam, Jam, and then the idea came to have all because you had other Christian friends and associates who were also there. But the whole vision was this hate that existed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the need for Jews and Muslims to work together.
Yes. And I see where many individuals thought that this was not something that was needed at that time.
Yes.
But I know between you and David Camrat and Kathy Leonard, you saw the need. There had to be something that was done to bring the people together on a peaceful level, to accommodate all their misconceptions and all their disbeliefs, because of the fact that look at how far we've come and look at how much understanding has grown. And now what are your views for the future of interfaith?
But there's something else I need to share with you about Jam. You know, I was already involved 10 years before Jam in interfaith activities in Florida. But most of these interfaith activities were very bureaucratic. It was just an official dialogue. You know, I was involved in another organization called NCCJ, National Council for Jews and Christians. Oh, very big, nationwide. Again, Jews and Christians. But when we would meet, it was very formal, very official. It's like very professional. But what I admired about Jam, which was totally different when it started until now, it had a lot of love, a lot of socializing.
Yes.
Actually, the strength of Jam, and I got to share this because of being, you know, a former president of other interfaith council, etc. One of the strength of Jam was the socializing effect. Whereas the other organizations, the rabbis, the priests, us, clergy members would meet other interfaith people, talk, finish, have refreshments, and everybody just disappear and go their own way. What I noticed with Jam is there was a sort of fraternity, friendship, and bond that was built between the members.
Yes.
And that is the strength of Jam.
Yes.